begin.
New tonight, we are hearing from a neighbor who saw the Saraland shootout and standoff as it was happening.
It began this morning with the traffic stop on Shelton Beach Road, and not too long after that, investigators say it led to a chase and then a standoff at the man's home.
The Mobile County Sheriff says more than 100 rounds were fired today. Our Lee Peck is on this story tonight, live outside the sheriff's office.
And Lee, deputies were trying to arrest the suspect for 2 counts of child pornography.
Well, that's right. The Internet Crimes Against Children Unit, also known as ICAC, was trying to serve an arrest warrant on Juan Jose Puente Jr. Well, it did not end peacefully. Instead, an intense overload of deadly force from officers. Oh. A suspect in that white SUV, firing shots at Mobile County Sheriff's deputies and deputies returning fire. This video sent in by a viewer who saw it unfold in Saraland off Shelton Beach Road.
But today I heard a little more commotion than usual.
Natasha Reed lives right in front of where it all unfolded and heard those gunshots.
It was just a shocking experience.
According to Sheriff Paul Birch, deputies with their Internet Crimes Against Children unit were trying to serve an arrest warrant on Juan Jose Puente Jr., wanted on 2 counts of child pornography.
I always try to stress the importance of our ICAC unit, and you know, they try to get these type of individuals off the street, and you know, this individual chose a different route, you know, rather than going to jails.
However, Sheriff Birch says Puente did pull over for the initial traffic stop.
Had an initial conversation with him. They could see that he had a handgun within reach. Those communications broke down. He sped off.
But not before deputies tased him. They'd eventually set up a pit maneuver, causing him to briefly wreck out. Oh. That's before the first exchange of gunfire.
I heard gunshots and I seen the traffic held up. So a guy had just sped off from the scene by the time I came to my door. So I just saw a bunch of police officers coming from different angles, everybody speeding off to try to catch the guy.
Puente managed to make it to his home on Ideal Street, where a standoff began.
Then he was able to make it back to his home where he pulled into the garage. They attempted to communicate with him a number of times through negotiators and through family, and those communications failed. He began firing again at law enforcement, and law enforcement returned fire.
At this point, multiple agencies were there, returning more than 100 rounds of gunfire. Puente pronounced dead on scene.
Too early to sort out which agencies fired what shots, and so that's still all being sorted out. But
no one else was injured in the shootout. Meanwhile, District Attorney Keith Blackwood also on scene, which is standard procedure with an officer-involved shooting. We're live tonight outside the Mobile County Sheriff's Office. Lee Peck, Fox 10 News.